There it is. Okay.
Here, hold this.
Andy, tell me where you're standing.
Standing
In this other pocket.
by the White House.
Which pocket?
In front of it and on the ground.
The other pocket.
On the ground.
Three. It's in my pocket, my coat pocket. This other one on this side. Yeah. Hello.
Cheese.
Ooh, I got to close it. I can't. These buttons are frozen or something.
You ready?
Yeah.
Start walking towards McPherson Metro
Okay.
Station.
Film the waterfall too. It was. That's where Bill Clinton goes down.
Y'all missed it.
Okay, let's go. She's cool.
Fight. Refrigeration. Oh, I
Okay, I'm recording now. There's that big street. Shereen. Grandpa. Andy and William. Walking in the middle of the street. I have it closed off. Where the people come protest. In front of the White House.
Are you videotaping right now? Wow. Wow. Daddy, look at those
I'm gonna ride on one of those trains.
Federal Judiciary Building, named in honor of Justice Thurgood Marshall, our first African-American Supreme Court Justice. He was appointed to the bench in the year 1967 by then-President Lyndon Baines Johnson from Texas. That building houses the offices of the Supreme Court. The old man represents the old world. The two lions represent courage. The lady on the bow of the ship represents discovery. And the Native American to the left of Christopher Columbus represents the New World, which we are in at this time. The globe on the top of the pedestal behind Mr. Columbus represents Christopher Columbus's idea that the world is round rather than flat, which in his day was considered radical thinking. In the Capitol Arboretum, with a plaque on the tree stating the Latin and state names of the trees. Excuse me. We even have a tree for the... And now to our right is the Department of Labor building. That is the Frances Perkins building, named in honor of the first woman to be appointed head of a cabinet post. Miss Frances Perkins was appointed Secretary of Labor in 1933 by then President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. She is responsible for the following three: child labor laws, minimum wage, and Social Security, all three of which are still in existence today.
Andy did
First road friend.
first million.
All the way down is the west side of the Capitol. This section of Pennsylvania Avenue is called the inaugural parade route. Every 4 years, the president marches down to our right, to the west side of the Capitol building, where he is sworn in, takes the oath of office, and a convention center, a huge convention and trade auditorium. So successful that his book was sitting watching contentedly a play, a British comedy called Our American Cousin, when a man named John Wilkes Booth, actually a successful actor, snuck in and shot the president once in the back of the head. He was shot in Ford's Theater to our left. He did not die right away. President Lincoln was taken across the street to our right, where he was laid out at the Peterson House. Unfortunately, nothing could be done for him at the time. And the president did pass on at 7:22 the next morning. Both the Peterson House on our right and Ford's Theater on our left have free tours, and they are offered daily. In himself, it is the oldest federal building in Washington, D.C. It has 132 rooms, 38 bathrooms, so you never have to wait, and 5 elevators. The tree in the foreground, to the right of the White House, of course, is the national Christmas tree, which was lighted on December 4th, just 2 days ago. That's also the lawn of the White House, where the president comes and goes by helicopter when he needs to travel to Andrews Air Force Base and fly aboard Air Force One, the presidential jet. And it's the side of the White House where the U.S. military bands perform. To the right at this time is a memorial to honor the 2nd Army Division in World War I. The flaming sword represents stopping the enemy outside of Paris, France. And that memorial fountain. In preparing ourselves for our first awesome, breathtaking view, to our right and up the hill is the National Cathedral of Washington, D.C., the 2nd largest cathedral in the United States, second only behind St. John's the Divine in New York City. It is the 6th largest cathedral in the world. The formal name is the Cathedral Church of St. Peter and St. Paul. The 2 towers in front representing the 2 saints, St. Peter and Paul. To the left is a Greek Orthodox church, St. Sophia. There are also 3 private schools on the cathedral grounds affiliated with the cathedral. The first we shall see is to our right, which is the fabulous stone structure itself. That's the Mount St. Albans School for Boys, an exclusive boys' school. It goes up through high school, known as a prep school. Many famous people have attended the Mount St. Albans School for Boys. To name a few, Jesse Jackson's 2 sons, Vice President Al Gore, and Michael Collins, astronaut who went to the moon with Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin on Apollo 11. Those folks brought back some moon rocks. They gave a piece of the moon rock to the National Cathedral. It is displayed in a window appropriately named the Space Window. They have tours of the cathedral, trip to Memphis, Tennessee. This is our stop here for the National Cathedral of Washington. Is anyone visiting the cathedral at this time? We do come by here every 30 minutes up until 4:30 today. 1 minute, please. I'll ring and see if anyone will be joining us. And with that, we'll be traveling straight on our way. The building was set in 1907 by President Theodore Roosevelt. George Bush was at the ceremony for the setting of the last stone in 1990. It took 83 years to build the National Cathedral. The building goes 1/10 of a mile from the front to the back. The architectural style is 14th century English Gothic. The English word Gothic coming from the German word Gott. The arches and windows coming to a point, one's eyes follow them up to the heavens, and God, thus the term Gothic. I was shocked to learn that only one president in all of our history is buried in the city of Washington, D.C., and that is Woodrow Wilson. He, in fact, is buried in the National Cathedral. Also buried in the cathedral are Helen Keller and her two teachers. The White House with the balcony dates back to the 1700s. Many homes here in Georgetown are quite narrow. You see, taxes were once levied on the houses according to their width. The more narrow your house, the less you paid in taxes. And the little pink house on the left was not very fond of taxes at all, were they? That home is a total of 9 feet and 1/8 inches wide. I'd like to use that house also as an example of the real estate values here in Georgetown. That house, the pink house, is 9 feet 1/8 inches wide. Wooden house that has 4 rooms, not 4 bedrooms, 4 rooms. And it was last appraised at $350,000. You see, it's the Georgetown area, the address that people pay for. I live in Georgetown, George Washington lived there, get all that. The Kennedys lived here once upon a time. To the right, up 4 blocks, would bring us to the Dumbarton Oaks Estate. The estate where the idea for the United Nations was born, a very noble idea indeed. And you might notice many brass plaques on some of the homes. That designates the house as being a historic site unto itself. The house to our left, the address 3026. To our left is the house where Henry Kissinger and his wife lived when he was the Secretary of State. They're also revitalizing and renewing many of the streets and sidewalks lately in Georgetown. And although they are using modern-day building materials, it's still being done in the old style, using the square solid granite curves and the inlaid brick sidewalks, rather than using concrete form setting, which would be today's normal standard. To the right, in between the shrubs up on the hill, is a house that defies all logic for Georgetown. A house that's neither narrow nor small. Just the land it sits on, the amount of land, is outrageous for the Georgetown area. That home was originally owned by George Washington Bowie, direct descendant of George Washington, and whose descendant was Jim Bowie of the Alamo fame. Boutique shops to the right and left, all the way up down Wisconsin Avenue in Georgetown. It's a great place to shop or just browse and window shop. Focusing to the right, if you would, a glance at the cobblestone streets and trolley tracks left intact for their historic ambiance. These vehicles once rode on rails rather than roads. For family places, for the entire family, and everywhere in between. And is anyone getting off at this time? That was once the home of Robert E. Lee and family. Today it is the headquarters of Arlington National Cemetery. In front of that mansion is the tomb of Pierre Charles L'Enfant, designer of Washington, D.C. The memorial on the ground, that wall on the ground, is the newly developed, the newly dedicated women's memorial dedicated to all women who have sacrificed in our wars and conflicts and served in the military. Crossing to the right, that dome is a glimpse of the Jefferson Memorial. We'll see that more closely in a few moments. Ahead to our right, that is the Washington Monument. Directly ahead of us is the beautiful and quite recognizable Lincoln Memorial, built and named in honor of our 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, designed by architect Henry Bacon. The scheme of that memorial is there are 36 columns around the bottom, representing the 36 states that were in the Union at the time Lincoln died. in the order they entered the Union. The smaller box on top was added later. It's called the attic. It has the names inscribed of 48 states in the order they entered the Union. The last two states to enter the Union in 1959, Alaska and Hawaii, are honored in inscriptions at the...
Come here, baby.
Older than a mother.
Cool.
Of course.
I mean, the movie. I mean, you know.
And you see the thing in the back?
No.
Oh.
Color black.
Washington Monument?
There's a glove in there.
Yeah.
Where do you want?
Okay.
Take a picture of us. So should we take a picture of us?
Okay. What, you and me?
Yeah.
I'll take a picture. Just gonna go up.
Yeah, see him in there.
It's good.
Are you focusing on us?
Yeah.
I'm taking a photo thing. Hurry up. Bonnie.
Memorial Wall. Over that thing. Hey. Let's go.
Did they go up?
Yeah. Okay. You ready?
Yeah. It's gone.
Okay.
All of that is gone along. So you can walk on both sides of it. All the way to the cap.
It's like
I
that
used to-
thing
I
and the
used to
Capitol's
run.
right behind it.
Used to run all the way around.
Are we gonna walk?
Where's Lincoln? There he is. Let's take pictures in front of this.
Andy wants to go up there. Think she can do that?
You go stand with your sister over there.
Okay. Why don't we have this
Andy, scoot over. This is his speech.
Four and 7 years ago. I remember that. We had to find out what his score was. It was like in 5th grade or something like that. It was 20 years. Thing to read. 20. Look at that long thing.
Where?
87 years ago. On the other side. And the other would accept running. Climb up there.
Get the ceiling. Go up the columns.
Oh.
It looks funny. Weird.
The leaf column.
Smiling. Big old eagle. Sure, look. I forgot how to do that. All I know is that.
Here, get a view of that from here.
I did. Pan Am?
Hey, I didn't know that that thing, Washington Monument, was across from the Lincoln Memorial. I mean, until we got here. Never been here. This is crazy. Look at that picture up there with so many.
All right.
Batteries are on. Andy.
Here. Oh. It's in the barrel. The wall. Where are these people from?
From here.
Well, the United States and Puerto Rico.
They all died in Vietnam War.
There's a lot of people.
58,000 names. 58,000 people
Is it-
that gave
are you
their
sure?
lives.
Is it
For the
58,001 or something?
They're all veterans that gave their lives.
Is there a Forrest Gump?
waiting for the train to come. We're standing behind this elevator so we won't freeze. The wind is what gets us. The wind is 20 degrees. We're waiting for the train. We're walking down. Or the subway station. We will go underground soon. First, pick us up here. Going to see the Capitol today. Okay. Pause. Okay, it's coming.
It's coming. All right. Here we go.
People waiting. We're getting on over there. Go ahead. It's about the door now. Ramble. There it is. Okay, I will pause for that. We are now where Dad gets off every day. Check out to be sure everything's square.
Feel like you hear you?
A little bit. Opposite way.
Read this. You don't have to drink and drive here. You can just take the subway and get plastered.
What?
What?
Oh. Are you? Oh. Extra. Yeah. Okay, now. Yes.
I got a newspaper recycling bin.
Got your ticket, Andy? You got it? Yeah, my turn.
My ticket didn't come back out.
I think you used it all, maybe.
Hey.
Fare card captured.
I was waiting for it, and I was like, so I just ran through. What it was when you
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Get on it.
Here, my. Oh, cool. It's like a sleigh. Play it over.
Are you listening? What?
Párale.
Mama, someone can slide down that. That would be fun. There's snow on it.
Oh my goodness.
Let's get inside.
What?
I like this.
We used to slide down these.
I know, man. That's
Whatever.
cool. I want to do that.
Yeah, but there's bumps.
Oh, well.
There used to be. Fairmont Hotel. Still there.
Yeah.
Hey, no.
I don't know. See the outside.
It's really pretty. Oh, I like this. Look at that. Look at that. Daddy.
We're on 4th Street.
Woo.
See all this are court buildings.
Wow.
All these are court buildings. Judiciary
So
Square.
people. People's court.
and it is cold. I'm gonna pause. Pause. It won't. It's frozen. Partner lay
Why are they calling them off?
Because it's a mall. Everybody likes the mall.
Sorry, Kenny.
I asked for this one. Annual leaves and stuff.
It's a big old desk.
Big old desk.
You ready?
Looks like a dining table.
No. You'd eat here. Don't play with the flag.
Yes,
Stupid.
it is.
Nanny. Why am I saying if you don't touch it?
Let's go feed and go see
Okay.
Kathy.
Come on, girl.
Alright.
I don't see enough of this place this time of year.
Yeah, Sheree. Hey, are you gonna finish that?
Yeah, you can eat it. No, it's good. Throw the little paper in the trash can. Go here, Cody.
Where's the trash?
But see, I got one division sheet here and another division sheet on the other side. All the rest of this. Easy, like,
What?
we stopped.
Nothing.
Look who works here.
What? Who is that?
Kramer. Yeah, this is Kramer's office.
Who is he? He's on side Oh, that's not him. It has it right there. It says Seinfeld. This is Tom Civilian.
And then we used to have this little rainbow lamp that used to change the colors of the tinsel.
They got a lot of antiques here, including their Christmas tree. Look at that.
Look at this one.
No, but look, that's the one where you pull the stick out, and that's how you put it together. It's like little sticks that stick out.
Broomstick with holes. And there's
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's present. Look at this pencil sharpener. Okay, Andy.
This is the present day Secretary of Labor. Let's go this
And there
way.
goes the president. Bill, President of the world. President of the United States.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
He doesn't want shoes.
Honey, what about your...
and they even got Aladdin's magic carpet.
Over here. We're going back.
Hi.
Tavern on the Hill. And then the beer bottles are right there before they go up the steps to go to work. Look.
This thing says battery low.